This is Radar for On the Radar Entertain blog, coming to an edition of a baseball MLB observation wildcard division series edition. Usually, there's a one take all winner wildcard game, and that winner will face the team with the best record, and the other two division winners will face each other. With COVID, different rules all season long. So in this season, they decided that they're going to have a wildcard round. So basically, the Twins played around. As Byron Buxton leading off, Max Kepler batting third, Polanco batting seventh, the young Araz batting second, or playing a rookie right fielder. As I said all season, they've always wished that Buxton was a leadoff hitter, but he can never get it consistently, and they batted Kepler there. Kepler drives in too many runs and hits like 30 home runs a year that you want him in the middle of the lineup. And then Polanco batting him third, I was like, Araz leading off is better than what they've been doing. Astros still is a George Springer leading off in center field, even though he's a better suited to play right field and he drives in a lot of runs, hits a lot of home runs, so he's again like Kepler, a middle of the order guy. The A's made no sense. Robbie Grossman's on number 2 hitter. You don't get anything out of him there. They kept switching Simeon back and forth between second and third when he was their leadoff hitter last year. Canada's not a right fielder, so stop playing him in there because he's not even an outfielder. Never understood like Laureano batting 8th or 3rd. He doesn't bring that much value in that spot. Don't DH Chad Pinder when you got Chris Davis and Piscotty and Mark Hanna. You got plenty of guys that you could DH instead. And then Frankie Montes and Mike Minor pitching out of the bullpen when you could have started them might have been interesting. And one day they had Chad Pinder also batting third. I'm just like, And then why is Piscotty batting last? He's not the worst hitter in this lineup. Sox. Yohan Moncada batted second, but then one time batted fifth. Grandal batted second, but one time batted third. Like, moving things around. Jose Abreu batted cleanup. That was good. That's where he belongs. Because nobody thought Leor Garcia was going to be back, but he came back and he played, but he couldn't hit whatsoever. Rodon coming out of the bullpen, not a good idea. And you saw what happened there. It blew up the whole entire thing. Jays, Craig Biggio this year played some right field and second base, but then he started playing some center field, and I'm like, what are you doing? There's already a log jam in the outfield, and they've gotten rid of a few guys in recent months this season to clear that log jam. Then the whole Guerrero at first base, but then you have Shaw, then you have Rowdy Tellez, and they got rid of Brandon Drury and whatnot, and it's like, well, and then they picked up, at one point, Danny Vogelbach. That made no sense. So there's already a jam in the infield and the outfield, which is why Lourdes Gurriel's an outfielder, which he's not really an outfielder. He's been okay there. So why are you batting Biggio at third base? Just keep him at second base. That's fine. Redo Grichuk, as I said, they have a logjam of outfielders who all can play center field. YC's playing center field. They had this Kirk, their like 5th or 6th catcher they used this year with DHing, and they used Robbie Ray and Ross Stripling out of the bullpen when the whole point was to get starting pitching. The Rays, I don't understand the Tezugo leading off, or, Arizanza batting third, or Brassaro leading off, or Brandon Lau batting third, Margot batting 5th, or batting before Renfroe. Meadows, one of your best hitters, batting leadoff, or Yanni Diaz leading off. Like, you got this Arizanza guy, you got Manuel Margot, you got Willie Adames, you got enough guys that maybe you could try the leadoff spot. Brandon Lau is perfectly suited for the 2 spot. You got Hunter Renfroe for his bat, but what you're doing is you're playing 3 center fielders, and you're not even DHing him because you're like DHing Choi or Yanni Diaz, and you're playing Wendell. It's like, ooh, I really got to play Wendell. Yeah, I'm really that excited. Like, their lineup's all over the place, but hey, they've been playing pretty well. They're doing the opener thing. That's fine by me. That's what they always do. Indians batting Lindor leadoff was dumb. The only trade-off is at least Jose Ramirez is batting in the middle of the lineup, and Starnan is batting second, but Lindor should be batting in the middle of the lineup, okay? Yankees still having DJ LeMahieu bat first and Aaron Judge bat second. And then DJ playing first base. Stupid again. Brett Gardner batting 6th. Not really his best suited. Braves just alive. Ronald Acuna lead off. Freddie Freeman bats second. Batting Darno 4th. And batting Albies or Swanson 5th or 6th. And it's like, Acuna could hit 40 home runs. Freddie Freeman could hit 40 home runs. You want to go with them and Marcell Ozuna, and that's a really stacked 3 through 5. Ozzy Albies was fine batting second, and he didn't bat 5th. And the Reds, Castellanos batting second, not where he belongs. Him in right field again, not DHing when you got opportunity. Moose playing second base, Sanzelso playing center field. When you have opportunity to play him at where they could play, wasting the DH spot on Jesse Winkler, And then Farmer, a catcher, playing shortstop. And then they said they're batting 7th, doesn't really get much value. The Marlins wasting time with either with Jesus Aguilar batting second or Starling Marte second, Dickerson leading off. Their middle of the order hitters not where they belong. Birdie leading off was a great idea, but then Rojas batting 5th, not a great idea. Cubs batting Happ lead off. They've done that a lot this year. That's where it belongs. But Rizzo batting second, silly, and the waste of time of Schwarber in left field when he could DH, and the love affair with Victor Caratini, the backup. Padres. Tommy Pham was back. You have Will Myers and you have Trent Grisham. You don't need to play Profar in the outfield. Play him in the infield. You got enough guys who can play the outfield. Garrett Richards, they didn't have enough starting pitching because of the injuries. I don't know why they just didn't completely just start Garrett Richards. That's why they paid him money. Dodgers, Bellinger playing center field when they have enough outfielders. Having Will Smith, their backup catcher, DH, is kind of silly. Seeing Dustin May and Urias pitch out of bullpen when they should be starting game. And then Bellinger's, even when he's playing center field, batting 6. Like, it's kind of low for the guy who won 2 MVPs. Pretty stupid. Then the Brewers. Still add this, let's have Javi Garcia lead off, or let's have Yelich lead off, or Braun bats second, or Yelich bats second. Taking your best run-produced guys and bat them in the wrong spot. Again, ever since Lorenzo Cain opted out, Avi playing center field, dumb. Ryan Braun moving from left field to right field, even dumber. I did like, what are you doing? So, yeah, as you can see, the Brewers are gone from their mistakes. So are the Padres, the Cubs, the Marlins, the Reds, the Yankees, the Indians, the Jays, the White Sox, the A's, and the Twins. And it's Astros and Tampa, and it's Braves versus Dodgers. When this championship round is over, I'm going to do a quick recap of those box scores and then one of the World Series before I get into my offseason recap with all the hot stove moves. I can't believe that we're slowly approaching hot stove baseball. Thank you for another edition of MLB Weekly Observations Wildcard Division Series version of the 2020 season. For On the Radar and Tampa Blog, I'm Radar. See you guys next time.